What's up, guys? So today, Master Grade Monday. We have one of my favorite Master Grades from the Endless Waltz Wing line, and it is the... you can't actually read it. Of course, we all know this is the original Tallgeese. Yay! Which is, what, pretty much a prototype form of the Gundam, an upgraded Tauros, was it? So, or not Taurus. What? I'm having a brain fart. Either way, this guy is awesome. I love the Endless Waltz artwork. This is just beautiful. You know, you get the kind of rocks and snow and everything there, and a great flying forward pose there from Tallgeese. The thing is great. And of course, being a master grade, it's a big vertical box that doesn't fit in the screen. I'm actually out of room here. Let's see here. That's as much room as we're gonna get. Okay, we got the Bandai logo. There's an MG logo up here off the screen. Let's go ahead and look here. Get a great action pose there of the Tallgeese. And then, of course, all of the, well, just different mobile suits. I was going to say Gundams, but it's not. It's just all the different suits there, either from the movie or from the series. Looks like there's some of the mobile dolls and stuff there. And I'm sure this is a read-up on all of that. And, of course, read-up of the story. And then from the Frozen Teardrop. So all the things. And this should have been the last panel, but it's okay. Alright, so we'll just jump over here. We've got the obligatory warnings. The little guy with the toilet. There's a master grade, blah, 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 blah. And you got Yamamoto Hiroyuki did the main artwork, and Art Presto did the finish works. Whatever that means. And then, of course, it was 3,800 yen. Probably closer to like 45, but it is what it is. Come down here and get, of course, a repeat of the box art. Get Master Grade logo there. Gundam.info there. Endless Waltz logo here. Pretty cool. I love this thing. Come to the back. You get the front and rear view there. That's actually pretty neat. I like that. And then you get some of the different things here. So you can strip it down. You can take the face off. Has a big gun. Has all kinds of stuff that moves. More things that move. Weapons, yay. Now, I don't have all the weapons out with me, like beam blades and stuff. You guys know what happened to all my beam sabers. They're here somewhere. And of course, you get a little bitty Zex Marquise person. I did not paint mine. The other one is probably in the cockpit, though. And of course, you get, I'm assuming, talking about sticker details. I guess realistically, if I'd looked at this list, I probably would know all of that. And here it's actually talking about the cool mechanism for the... is it a Dober gun? Dauber gun? However you pronounce it. And come to that side, and it's just that. Even being the awesome Tallgeese, can't avoid being upside down. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Alright guys, here we have the awesome Master Grade Tallgeese out of the display and looking just rather Spartan. I mean that kind of in a simplistic term, and also because he has the cool head crest. And I really do enjoy this kit. And I did build this 2 years ago? Almost 2 years ago? I actually did a run where I built the Tallgeese 2 and 3 and then built the Tallgeese 1. It was actually kind of funny. So just back to back, I built all three Tallgeese versions. Of course, this being the original, it is the great white, yellow, kind of bluish, grayish color scheme. And I do like this thing. And I did do a little bit of paints here and there to just accent it a little bit. And some of it will show its age and my skill at the time. So, let's take a closer look at some of these details here. Mind you, it's a master grade, so fitting everything in the camera is not going to be easy. Straighten up. There we go. So coming close. This is whenever my panel lining game was getting a lot better. So, it could have been way worse. Now, if I remember correctly, if I'm looking at this right, I did paint these little bits right there with a little bit of silver. That's actually pretty good. And one thing you'll notice, this thing has a ton of extra detail stickers. All these warning stickers. Now, remember, that took forever to do. Also, I painted these little buttons right there with a little bit of silver. Same thing with this crossbar right there is also silver. I recall that was one of the best silver markers I had, like, period. Yeah. And then these dots here, you can see it's really, really rough. I went ahead and hit it with some red paint. These, of course, are the little itty bitty crotch flaps. No big deal there. Come in here and you see the crotch thruster has some gold paint down there. I always love the giant thighs on this guy. I always love that. I like these little details in here. And the fact that they even went with multicolor, so they go gray, a nice off-white, then a stark white. And then I added some red paint there for detail. I do believe those were a sticker, but I went ahead and painted them. Now I like the fact that, unlike its kind of Gundam brethren, he gets the big fat like thighs and very narrow simplistic legs. There's not a lot going on down here. But then you come down to the ankles, and I painted the ankle armor right there with a little bit of silver paint. And I think I was trying to do a little brushed effect there, so you can see not quite perfectly smooth, and I think that was on purpose, because if I look around, I see it again over here on the barrel of the gun. So a little bit of silver right through there. I wish I had done it here on the tip of the barrel, but it is what it is. And then you get the reticle, I guess, right there. I think there is some silver and or blue paint there. I can't recall. It's hard to tell. It's definitely a blue, and it's going through that clear, but I can't recall if I did that or if that's the way it came. But I really, really enjoyed this guy. All of the Tallgeese were really, really fun to do. Tallgeese 2 has a little bit less details than this one, but, you know, I actually do dig it. Let's see here. Okay, so the back thrusters, you can get some light in there. You can see I painted some gold. That was actually one of the better golds I had, too, where everything just came out nice and smooth. Let's take a look at the backpack gimmick right quick, just because I'm here. Yep. So I've got some, it looks like I have some gold paint or yellow paint mistakes there, and then painted over with some gold. Same thing down here. One thing that is very, very annoying about this kit, all of them have these backpacks, these wing edge stickers are terrible. Like, they do what they can, but for a master grade, they could have made this so much better. Yep, I did all the gold inside the boosters back there too. Awesome. Now, I'm not going to bother like taking everything off. I'll just show you what I can while we're here. But you do get this really kind of epic level of movement right here with this attachment arm for the shield. I do really dig this. You can actually remove it. It's not too hard. I'm just going to take the shield off for a moment if I can. Mind you, I said if I can. A ball joint? Okay, it is a ball joint. Never mind, I'm going to leave the shield on. I've determined the shield is going to stay. You do get the great stickers here, so they cool. I guess it's the Tallgeese logo. I don't know, the eagle. That's awesome. You get all those. Now, this one I did all the stickers on because they weren't water slides. The other two have a buttload of water slides, so I really did not do these stickers on them. And I'll do what I can to show off the posability, but with the cannon right here, I won't be able to move this arm a whole lot. So you do get a nice range of movement here in the shoulder with the way it pivots and everything. You do get full rotation, unless you hit the backpack with the arm, in which case it stops. You do get a nice upward movement. It does have a great shoulder cutout. You just have to be careful. Mind you, I put this kit together a long time ago, so yeah, it's a little stiff. If I learned anything about wing kits, you be very careful with the joints. Okay, so it can probably go a little bit higher, but it's kind of stuck right there. So you get a little bit of a high teacher going on. So yay, high. Of course, you get the whole shield effect in the way. Here, let's rotate the shield out of the way. There we go. Hi, I'm Tallgeese. Okay, so bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Really good range on the elbows. Gotta love that. And I love this armor that moves with it, so it just makes all that just comes apart. That's just so cool. They could have made that one solid piece and just said forget it. But no, they didn't. And you do get rotatey wrist, as usual, on a ball joint. The thumb moves as such, and then the hand doesn't really do anything, but you can peg weapons or whatever into it. It does have the standard little groove. Now if you want to, you can totally make the hand hold the shield. Mind you, I said if you want to. Whether or not I can get it to go, we'll see. Probably going to have to unplug the hand to make it happen, but I'm not going to worry about it. You know what? I'm not going to mess around too much with the kit. One cool thing, you do get beam saber storage underneath the shield. I do like that. He's sitting there doing the splits. I'm not even paying attention. All right, so with the head, you can go all the way around. Let's see here. Hold on. It goes most of the way around, and then it gets in its own way, it looks like. Right about to... Nope, it went all the way that time. It was getting hung up on something. Interesting. All right, you can look down that far. You can look up that far. I don't think... Nope, you're not going to get a turkey neck out of it. I don't know what this little piece is, but it's part of it, and it moves. That's the cockpit, and actually looking in there, there is not a Zex. There's no Zex in there. That's pretty cool. And then I think I did actually hit that with a hint of silver there. It looks like it's shiny. That's kind of cool. All right, you do get ab crunch for days. Lots and lots of ab crunch. Make sure everything's actually still attached. You're not going to get a full-on waist swivel, but you can swivel here and at the abs. So he gets an extra little chunk of turning. Yay. Now, you do get something interesting with these legs. So the side skirts, the leg armor, whatever you want to call it, is actually pegged in right in there. So that actually does move with the leg. It even moves all of this. It's like a one big chunk of armor. That is so awesome, guys. And I think if I really want to, I could totally unplug it. So, but without unplugging it, you're not getting much of a Van Damme. Or Jean-Claude, rather. Now, you can't get that much forward movement, and it doesn't get in the way. You get a really great double-jointed knee, like so. And once again, you get the really cool armor splitting gimmick. I love that. They designed this extremely well. It's a Leo. It's not a Taurus. It's a Leo. Ha! I knew I'd get there eventually. My brain caught up. I know of at least one friend who would have not let me get away with saying the wrong one there. You do get a nice toe pivot right there. I did actually go with a little bit of silver wash on the feet. Looks like a big old ball joint, so you can go all the way around with the foot if you're really careful. And that much ankle movement. Yay. And if I had a stand available, I could do some pretty cool poses with this guy. Because he does pose really well. Now, some of the joints do get a little bit loose. It just happens. But you can totally pose with a little bit. Now, the big deal here is, of course, his giant Dober or Dauber gun. Whatever it is. This thing is ridiculous. Look how long this thing is. Forget beam weapons. I think this thing is actually using real hardcore weaponry. Now, he's currently holding on to this handle, and this one swivels and everything like that. He can also use it to hold this handle, which for some reason doesn't look complete, but whatever. But I have it in this one so you can actually have it in mounted mode. You can completely remove it and everything like that, and it works fine. Now, let me see if I can get the actual gimmick to work. I might be able to, I might not. Let's see here. Okay. So, just like a normal gun would, have some recoil, you get boom. So, fires a gun, boom, and it slides back. This comes down, which would pull up a new shell. That's actually really cool. There's a spring in it and everything. Come over here, you can, of course, see all the fun warnings and all the good things. And I love the fact that this comes in multiple colors. So you get the great dark blue along with the gray. The Tallgeese 2, as we'll see in a later review, doesn't. It comes in a solid gray everything, and that's annoying. It really is. Okay, so if we go into like full burst mode, if you want to go there, so you get all of the everything's opened. You get all the boosters going full blast. I love the way that these work, the way everything's hinged together, the way they close. So you get every little bit opening and going into full blast. The thing is so much fun. Yay. This is definitely one of my top wing kits. And I always enjoyed Tallgeese. And one thing I wanted to do, and I never got around to it, maybe I can do it nowadays and have better skills. I really wanted to age this guy because the original Tallgeese was not clean. It was old when Zex found it. And, it could use some dirtying. There's a couple issues with it, and that's if you have this all attached, you've really got to finagle this whole situation along with the forearm to get it to hold it like this. You have to do a lot of creative finagling. There's a lot of weird multi-jointed hinges that have to happen for it to actually function properly. Let's see here. If I can get in a decent pose or not. We'll see. Because if you stretch it out a little bit, oh, that happens right there. But the way these arms work, you just snap it right back. There you go. Nice pose. Don't know if he'll hold it. Looks good. Let's see if he can stay this way. Probably not, if I had to guess. Okay. Come on. Get some posing. Get your pose on. Alright, now don't touch it. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the Master Grade Tallgeese review. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you can find this kit, either Gundam Planet, wherever, go out and get it. And there it falls. I knew it was going to. Go out and get it and make sure you put it on a stand. Now I've got it actually on a stand with the other two Tallgeese. So there we go. Now it'll stand pretty good. I'll catch you guys on the next review. And remember, as always, keep on building.